Nobody was killed. There were no good. But I've had many awards over the years for environmental, the way I've built, because
I believe we must do both. I believe we can do both.
Because it was so successful. Everybody, Hispanic, nobody was killed. There were no guns. The courage of 6 great Supreme Court justices.
Support of people from every background, and I believe this is the reason why.
The biggest mistake. Mostly good, but some bad.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias, Carlos. President Trump, we have time for...
I made weren't big policy. We had the strong border. We had the great economy. We had all these things.
To this historic night where Latinos.
Groceries. Nowadays, we're spending over $350.
Partnership with state and local leaders because of these hurricanes.
4 years ago,
are yet another example of the importance of having leadership. It's quite backward.
So we had inexpensive energy. Now you have the years ago.
Two very different visions for our country.
Energy is going to bring it down. They're
those
coming
issues.
in totally. Nobody knows who they are, where they come from.
With the
are being
general
taken by
representing
these people that are coming in. Because
talking about
millions
how
of
the
people are
federal,
coming
state,
in.
and
So 4 years
you
ago,
first
our
and not
farmers,
themselves.
including you, were making a lot of money. They were doing great.
Sorry.
Include the terrorists and all of the others. Companies are going
being
to be
the
coming
case
into
that
our
even
country.
though when we
They
were
are bigger
elected,
than big businesses as a whole.
and now we look at a situation where people are suffering and yours.
Back into
And
at a
this is
level that
one
we haven't
example
seen
of the
before.
fact
You're
that
going to get
there
a
are
lot of
real
jobs. You're not
people
going to is brutal.
who are suffering
So congratulations
because
on your
of an
degree. That's a big
inability to
achievement. It
put
really is a great thing.
solutions in front of politics. I mean, an example of this on immigration policy is that, as it relates, realized it would be a solution and told them not to put it on the floor.
Spent a lot of time. He endorsed me.
And
totally
again,
costs down.
Enrique, we were talking about it.
The people do. Okay. Thank you very
I'm
much.
so sorry for what you've been through. Is
Mexico and
to
benefited
suggest
from the Bracero
that
program in the
empathy,
1980s
right, and seniors and
crime.
Latino,
You wanna
all
make
of those
sure that
things
you're
that are
not
to the
attacked, you're
benefit
not
of, again,
mugged,
the
you're not
basic
shot.
dignity of
The
all people,
Republicans
and in
running,
particular work
they don't need to be
access
safe.
and doesn't
You
have to
wanna
go to
walk
another
across the
country
street
to
for a
get
loaf
what
of
you
bread.
need.
There's
You wanna be able to
Applications
walk and not
for
get
disabled
shot in
people
any
at Social
wars.
Security.
The first president in
That
80
somebody
right on the border
who
with Mexico, José
experiences
Saralevy,
an
de
acute
la
illness
frontera
does
de
not
Sonora
lose
y
everything.
added almost
It
30,000
did not plan because you did not invite it.
migrants into the city.
And then
If
to
you
live
were a
with
person
dignity
that
and
lived
have
any of that
a quality
happened,
of
it would
life to
be
which you come
a
together
disaster.
around my
Gonzalez has a
candidacy.
question
From support of people from every background,
Ashley
and I
Babbitt
believe
was
this is the
killed.
reason
Nobody was
why.
killed. There were no guns down there. We didn't have,
Against
they
his
don't put that
political
on. They
enemies.
only
I
put
urge you to look.
Republicans
Actually,
out, but I think
some
that
might say,
we're
historians
right
have
now in
said,
another, people came in
unprecedented.
legally. I had the safest
And so
border in the
maybe
history of our
the
country.
whole
All we had to
situation,
do is leave
including
our
your
people
point,
and leave our
I think
policies.
January 6th for
And
a
I hope
lot
someday
of people.
Maybe we'll get your vote.
Thank you.
Sounds
Gracias,
like
Maria.
maybe
Thank
I
you,
won't,
Vice
but that's
President.
okay.
We're going to try
There's
to
no
get to
place
as
that
many
has-
questions.
And
Except
they
Donald
have the
Trump
right
got
to
in the
do
way of that bill.
anything they want
You
to
do
You
one
know what
or the
happens?
other.
It's
I believe we must do both.
Probably the worst
I believe we
place.
can do both.
Right now, one of the
And
most
my-
unsafe
Yeah.
places
And,
anywhere in this country,
you know,
maybe any.
To earn their
But if you
citizenship.
ever
So it
did,
is one of my
if you
priorities,
ever
and I've
passed
had.
this,
And
what you
you
want.
said we're
She wants to
ambitious,
take
but it's
everybody's
hard.
gun. You know who
Prices
the
are
one
too high
An
still.
environmental
You know
crisis
prices are too
grow
high
before
still.
his eyes.
Gouging.
Carlos Aguilera,
Which is
veteranos
these
of
corporations
clean
and
water,
companies
clean
all
air.
over the
We
country.
went
We
into
know
rural
we have a
plans and
housing
whatever. I mean,
shortage,
many
down
different-
payment
I've had
assistance.
Many awards over
To
the
be
years
able to
for
just get their
environmental, the
foot
way I've
in an
built, 'cause
equity
you know about
that you can
me, that we
use
have to have
then
a
for
strong-
other purposes.
A strong
My
country,
plan
and we
includes
have to
small
have a nice climate.
businesses.
And
You know who our
there's
small
over
businesses
300
are.
years, the ocean is
And they
gonna
are
rise,
they are
and, you know, nobody knows
business
that
leaders.
that's
They are
true.
stiff
And with
clothes
me,
that
you'll
wouldn't
never
irritate
end
her
up in
skin,
even
make her
the-
try telling a survivor of a crime of we should agree. You don't have to abandon your faith or an emergency because they're having a miscarriage. To
Six
me
great Supreme Court
is
justices who has torn
the
our country
approach that,
apart.
frankly, Donald
And
Trump.
some exceptions for life of the mother.
I
It's
think
out of the federal Roe
he
v. Wade,
most important
and I
things
think
that
the question is great.
I'd never
and I
met him
appreciate it.
before.
Thank you very much.
So I don't really have much.
We shall have an encounter with the Republican.
Can you name one error or something
I made weren't big policy. We had the strong border. We had the great economy. We had all these things 17 times. I never stayed over. The press informed me of that, so I don't know if it's great people. We had a lot of great people. But I had some people that I would not have used again. Now, the biggest mistake. Mostly good, but some bad.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias, Carlos. President Trump, we have time for un guardia de seguridad en un hospital. Tu pregunta para el expresidente Trump.
Because it was so successful. Everybody, Hispanic, every group. And you know who was doing the best? Proportionately were low-income people. But I don't think I could ever change. I see the differences that come together. But I will say this, success, and that's Also, I don't call that an ability. I call that